YouTube, it's April. Just coming by to do a quick Q&A sesh this morning. I didn't have a lot of questions this week, which was all right. And then I also wanted to talk to you guys today about dentures and your relationships, whether they're with your spouse or your children or your significant other or your coworkers or just socially in general. So anyway, the first couple things, the thing I've been asked the most, I guess, lately is, does my food taste different? No, I know a lot of denture wearers. That's a complaint that a lot of people have. They have less taste, or things don't taste as full, or they don't have as much body, or whatever. I have not noticed that, you guys, and means that I've had my dentures less than a month. I have not noticed a difference in taste, really at all with my food. The only thing I could say is when I have my morning cup of coffee and cigarette, that's really nice with my teeth out. And I don't know if it's just nice because it's warm and it feels good on the roof of my mouth. But as far as taste goes, I don't think it tastes any different. I really cannot explain the morning coffee situation. That's just kind of awesome. But my coffee all throughout the day doesn't taste like crap or anything. But that morning cup without the denture is super nice. But other than that, I do a lot of cooking. I like cooking. And I've made it a point to make friends with people who are of other cultures. So, I've got some Latino friends and some Black friends and some whatever. And Asian friends. And, I like to cook, and I like to cook authentic food. And so anytime I'm making Mexican food, I hit my friend Margarita up in a text message like, hey, I want to make this. This recipe says this. What would you change? And she's like, oh, girl, that's not right. Let's do this instead. And, it turns out really good. I like a lot of flavor. I cook a lot of Indian food, curry, stuff like that. And, we eat a lot of full-bodied food, and it's all still been very good. My husband hasn't complained that I've been like over seasoning things or anything like that to compensate for not being able to taste foods. I think just generally my food tastes the same as it always does. You don't have taste buds on the roof of your mouth. The only thing I can say about eating and your taste is if you've got adhesive in, and especially the gel kind, and you bite down on something and any of that adhesive like leaks out, that's gross. And that's the only disturbance in the taste of my food that I've noticed. But it's not because of the denture, it's because of the adhesive that I chose to use that day. Adhesive can ruin your meal. You're just like, ugh, I don't want to eat that anymore. But it's not the food's fault, and it's not the denture's fault. It's you use too much glue. So that's fine. And then I had another person. I showed you guys my last video what the upper denture looked like with the cushion grip. Yesterday was day 4. I went ahead and took the cushion grip out and replaced it, but it held strong. It was really easy to take out. No issues there. Replaced it, refitted, everything's good. I don't have, it takes a lot of work to get that out. So good on the cushion grip. I like that. But somebody asked me what my lower partial looks like, and so I was going to show you that today. It's just looks like that. And it's all slippery and slobbery, so I'm going to try real hard not to drop and break it because that's scary. But that is what my partial looks like. So it's got these I got 4 teeth on each side. I kept my front 6 teeth, and then I have these little clippy, claspy things, and they just kind of rest on the adjacent teeth. Not an issue with this. I don't usually have to glue it down. Occasionally, if I'm going to eat something a little wild, I'll do it, but nothing weird. The partial's really been pretty easy. And then this just sits behind the tooth, and it's like shaped to my teeth. So that's neat. The partial's cool. It's not really a problem. I was a little bit worried about soaking them overnight with certain products and that kind of thing. Because the reason it came up for me was because the stain away says for partials, don't soak all night, don't soak for hours, only soak for 10 to 15 minutes because it can have an adverse reaction with the metal in the partial. And then I noticed that Stain Away had a product just for partials, and then I looked at the box as a label, and everything looks exactly the same from one to the other. And the one for partials just says don't use it for more than 15 minutes. So I'm suspicious that it's the same product with a different label. I don't know that for sure, but I digress. So anyway, that's really what's up there. Somebody wanted to see my partial and, kind of see what that was like. Somebody brought up that you can get the soft ones that don't have the metal. I don't show my lower teeth much when I speak naturally anyway. I mean, I really have to get in there for someone to notice those. I mean, if I just smile naturally, you can't even see it. So it not a problem for me. And I think the transition between the fake teeth and the real teeth is pretty good. My real teeth actually look a little bit dingy right now. The whitening strips that I like to use, I buy them on Amazon. I think they're called Neolumix. They're really great, but they were undeliverable last time for whatever reason, so I'm waiting on those to show up because I like the crest strips, but they give me those little zingers, kind of gives you like a tooth sensitivity feeling, and I don't like that. And the Neolumix doesn't, and I think it whitens brighter and faster. So I've got some of that that's supposed to show up in the mail today. Knock on wood, that would be great. But other than that, nothing crazy going on with partial. It just kind of hangs out in there and, I don't know, helps me chew my food and looks good. So no complaints with the partial at all. But I wanted to talk to you guys specifically about relationships today. And it's not, it's just my experience. Everybody's is different. But for me, you guys, because I don't have mouth pain anymore, I have loads more energy, and I think I'm just generally a lot easier to be around. But since I've had my dentures, I'd say in the last, 2 weeks, because those first 2 weeks, the first week after getting these was kind of rough. The second week was way better, and then the third week was great. And so far into week 4, we're feeling pretty great too. I guess we're into week 3 right now. I'll be a month out on the 12th. But anyway, just in this last couple weeks or whatever, I have noticed that I have way more energy. I feel really great, and I can't stop smiling. And people who smile are happier people, and happier people are more fun to be around. So that's cool. But one thing I've noticed is at work, I feel a little bit more motivated. My boss appreciates the effort I, put into my work every day. And my relationship with my husband has changed. I don't want to say drastically. I mean, we never had like a loveless marriage or anything crazy like that. But, we hold hands more, and, we smile more, and we do more together. And because I don't feel like crap, I think I'm easier to be around. And I think it's really been a good thing for our marriage. Not that our marriage was bad. I mean, it was fine. But our marriage feels a little bit extra. You snuggle a little harder on the couch in the evening or whatever. I mean, that's been super nice. Now, my son is getting to the age where he never, ever, ever wants to be home. He's always at a friend's house or with his aunt playing Pokemon or whatever. But he also, it's different. I mean, I don't feel cruddy, so I've got more time to play. I feel like, we sit down and we'll play video games together, or we can throw the ball around in the yard. Of course, that's not happening today, because it is literally, like when I woke up this morning for work, I think it was negative 10 degrees. I mean, ugh, that is unacceptable. I don't know who decided the weather had to be crappy all of a sudden, but I don't like it. But no, I mean, my relationships just generally across the board, platonic, sexual, all of it, it's all better. And I think it's because I'm more confident and I feel better. And in turn, I'm receiving the positivity that I'm putting out there every day, which I think is amazing. I'm accomplishing a lot more around the house. I mean, obviously I was keeping up with the cooking and the cleaning and that crap that nobody wants to do. But this weekend we're redoing our dining room. We cut all of our trim and got it all stained. So today my project is to get it all shellacked so we can get it on the wall. Um, and those kinds of things don't feel like chores to me. It feels like something to do today and it'll be fun. Like, I don't know, my attitude just generally is better because I can smile and it's nice and I just feel good. So, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're waiting to get your dentures or you're afraid, that it's going to hurt or whatever, you guys, it doesn't hurt as bad as an abscess tooth. Your E-Day, it sucks. Okay, I'm not going to pretend like it's the greatest day ever because it's not. But it's way easier than dealing with another abscess tooth. I can promise you that. If you're here on my channel, it's because you have dentures or you're considering getting dentures. Um, and so if you're considering getting dentures and you really, with the heart of heart know that you need them and you have the means of getting it done, don't hold yourself up because you're afraid of E-Day or because you're afraid you're not going to have teeth anymore or you're afraid. I mean, there's a lot of things to fear. The psychological effects of not having teeth held me up for a long time. I was like, I don't want to be toothless. Listen, I'm not. They look good. They feel good and I can wear them. That first week, 10 o'clock, I was like so ready for bed to get these things out of my mouth. You guys, my face is now done the exercise. I can wear them for the duration. So if we got weird and we don't drink or anything, I keep some wine and some vodka around for like cooking. But if we got weird and wanted to pull an all-nighter and stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, that'd be fine. Like, no problem. Because I'm not dying to take them out. You guys will get used to them and it'll get better every single day. But no, I mean, if you're waiting for this, I can tell you in my experience, all my relationships are better. I'm in a way better mood. I'm getting way more stuff done than I could ever get done before. I mean, it's a burst of energy to not have infection just rolling around in your body and you not even realizing the way it's affecting you. It's crazy. You just feel so good. So I'm going to tell you right now, if I had known the difference this was going to make in my day to day, I'd have done this years ago. Years ago. So that's just my 2 cents. But nope, my food doesn't taste different. My parcel's cool. And all my relationships are better. And I think, the better you feel, the better everything's going to feel. I mean, nothing can bring you down at this point. So, don't wait. Go get them. I promise you, E-Day is way easier than having an infected tooth. I pinky swear. I wouldn't lie to you. But anyways, you guys have a good day. And I just wanted to throw that in and, toss in my 2 cents on relationships. It's all good. Like, if you feel good, everything else is going to be good. So have a happy, happy Monday and we'll see you soon.